What?
Come on, Micah.
Ulrich. My son must... Right. Miss Micah is beloved by her.
That's because Micah hurt.
The savior. Yes.
We've been waiting.
Were you
Uh-huh.
It's a crimson. They're said to never... A flower that never dies. But this is what Micah... I'll bring you the legendary flower that no... As you can see. But when she told me to go on...
Fake savior lady. If you see the
Ulrich.
If you believe in Micah, why...
That's why you're...
Fire away. Don't stay away. She's got... Those children of XIII have gone and stolen.
Don't know how people found out, but the hunter's real name is Noel.
Keep the enemy on its toes. Unfurl the wings of death. I'll bring back lost time. The end is close. It's your funeral. Time to cut them down. Let's switch it up. Let's switch it up. It's your funeral. I'll bring back lost time. It's your funeral. Fate is what it is. Let's switch it up. You want to be saved. Let's switch it up. Savior's unfurl the wings of death. Fate is what it is. Let's switch it up. Savior's got a job. You can't read me. Time to cut them down. You want to be... The goddess makes me powerful. Unfurl the wings of death. Keep the enemy on its toes. Unfurl the wings of death! Time to cut them down. Fate is what it is. Time for action. I need more time. You can't read me. Unfurl the wings of death. The end is close. I need more time.
Suppose I...
The Shadow Hunter used to run.
Come in and learn our secret arts.
If we could just wipe out those crazy heretics, this city would be filled with light again.
We're here for all your nightly needs.
The fight against chaos is a holy war.
You seem a bit troubled.
Yes, it's true, I am, but I don't know that it's something I'd feel comfortable discussing with a stranger.
Fine. I wouldn't want to force you to talk.
Oh, you are a rather frank one, aren't you, miss? It's not that I've been sworn to silence or anything. Quite the opposite. I feel like I've got to tell someone. Let me start from the beginning. I am Eremiah, one of the blessed members of the Order tasked with looking after Lady Vanille.
Did you say Vanille?
Yes, our Lady Vanille. The one and only holy saint who has been gifted with the mysterious ability to hear the cries of the dead that are carried on the winds of chaos.
Vanille the saint?
Yes, well the fact is that the Holy One is particularly attached to one particular belonging. A small stone that she always carries.
I'm guessing it's no regular piece of rock.
You're quite right. It seems like something very special. It reflects the light with a rainbow iridescence. But several days ago, that very stone was stolen by some reprehensible thief. Ever since its disappearance, the poor saint has hardly said a word. She's completely withdrawn.
She can't find the thief?
Find the thief? The holy saint? She cannot leave the cathedral. It is completely out of the question.
I see, so you keep your precious saint locked up like some sort of criminal or animal.
You say too much. Well, the only reason the saint is kept within the cathedral is for her own safety and protection.
She can't be trusted with herself?
Yes, that's it, exactly.
If what you say is true and she never leaves the cathedral, then only other Order members could have gotten to her.
You're suggesting that a member of the Order stole the saint's precious belonging? You could not be more wrong. It's impossible.
Then you admit others into the cathedral to see your saint, do you?
There is an outfit which is allowed to enter to make their deliveries, but their staff always go through a thorough inspection. They couldn't even sneak out a pebble if they tried.
There's an exception to every rule. Where do I find them?
I wish I could tell you, but I don't know. I think they work out of the warehouse district.
The warehouse district, huh? I don't know how far I'll get, but at least I can give it a shot.
Oh, you are far too kind. Just knowing that there are such generous soul searching will surely put the saint at ease.
All right, what's next?
The Shadow Hunter has broken his long silence. That is to say,
But we still haven't caught that Shadow Hunter.
Should I just go?
What's the story with the box?
Well, it was given to us by a customer, but they must have forgotten to address it.
Why don't you just give it back to that customer?
Well, that's where things get a bit sticky, you see. One of our new lads handled the package. Said some bigwig from the cathedral gave it to him. Asked if we could hold it for a while.
From the cathedral, huh? Let me guess. That bigwig is tied to the saint somehow, aren't they?
How'd you know that? That's amazing. The new lad was delivering packages to the saint's quarters when he met this person. Never even got their name or anything. We've really stuck our foot in it now. The Order is one of our biggest customers. We can't go back and admit we took a package from someone there without checking it.
I may be able to help you out. I'm looking for something that was taken from the cathedral. I'd like to check that box. If it's there, I'll return it myself. I'll take full responsibility for it.
I'd love to let you take a look, but I haven't been able to get it open. I'm thinking it's gonna have to be smashed open at this rate.
Fine, I can handle that.
Wait, what? Hold on, seriously? You're kidding, right?
No, not really. A stone with a rainbow sheen. This has to be the stone that Aramaya was talking about, the one stolen from Vanille. So it wasn't stolen by an outsider, but taken from within the Order. That's worrisome. Could there be someone within the Order with a grudge against Vanille? Maybe I should talk to that woman from the Order again. Aramaya. She might be able to answer any questions.
What form will the Savior take when they appear before us? This is impossible! These miscreants will be caught.
I've never seen him, but that's probably because he's only here.
Hey, is this the stone that Vanille's missing?
Oh, this rainbow sparkle. This saint will be thrilled to have it back, I'm sure.
I don't know how close you are with Vanille, but do you know why she cares so much about that particular stone?
I do. The saint confided the truth to me when it appeared lost forever. She told me that this stone, this very stone, was held clutched in her hand when she awoke from her crystal stasis 13 years ago. She claims this stone holds a special power. Every once in a very rare while, it shows a glimpse of the precious family who is lost to her now. I can tell she cares for them with all her heart.
Family? She must have meant Fang.
Oh my. You know of Lady Fang? Yes, it seems it was possible for the saint to sometimes get a glimpse of Lady Fang in the facets of that stone.
I can see why the stone meant so much to her. Tell Vanille I'm glad she has it back safe and sound.
Oh, I couldn't possibly give her that message. But you will have the chance to tell her yourself.
Huh?
The Holy Saint herself has expressed an interest in seeing you. And so I was asked to give you this. Here.
A key.
This is a copy of the key that unlocks the service entrance to the cathedral. The saint has no duties at this hour and should be found in her chambers. The gates are locked. But if you use that key that you have there...
Then...
Yes. Just thinking that I might get to see the saint smile again fills my heart with nothing but joy and happiness.
Light has returned to the divine city.
The hunter's up to something. We should observe his actions. The hunter is back, is he?
The horror is over. It is the worst.
Light, there's something I think you should know. Something important. The Savior has to return to the Ark. You have to...
Lightning?
Long time no see, Vanille. You look well, and you haven't changed. You're just as I remember.
Me and everyone else. But you don't mean it like that, do you?
Vanille. We'd fought together once, a long time ago. We were comrades in arms in a battle against gods who toyed with human destiny. And at the end of that battle, she sacrificed herself. She turned into a great crystal pillar, rising from the plains of Pulse, holding a world full of people safe in the sky.
But then 13 years ago, she came back.
You again?
Oh.
So you two know each other.
Oh yes, we've been together ever since I woke up. Right, thick as thieves.
But Fang's not around.
Well, we woke up at the same time, and we were together for a while. But she left.
And you decided to stay behind under the protection of the Order? You must have a reason.
Uh-huh. There's something I have to do. It has to be me, and it has to happen right here.
There's a lot of chaos swirling around in here. I'd have thought the Order's cathedral at least would still be clear.
Yes, I know. It hurts terribly. I understand. But it won't be long now. You'll be free soon.
Vanille, who are you talking to? What is this stuff?
A wind of sorrow, the lament of the dead. Can't you hear their voices? Lost souls crying out in pain and suffering.
You mean this wind is the dead?
Yeah, they've been drawn here, one after another. All the people who died after the chaos poured through the gate. They've been swallowed by the chaos, and now they're trapped inside. I can feel it. All their sadness, all their grief. They're swirling around me. Every single cry feels like a dagger. Right in my heart.
There must be so many millions of souls, and you feel all their pain? That can't be.
Our world is being destroyed. There's no place for them to come back to, and there's no way for them to be reborn anymore. So they're caught in the chaos with their pain. They just can't escape it.
The Order believes that the souls have to be saved from their sorrow. They say the only way to do that is to offer them oblivion. Vanille's job is to call them to her so that can happen.
All of those souls at the same time? But Vanille, will you be able to handle all that?
I don't have any choice.
Besides, if she doesn't, can you guess what will happen? This wind has been building for years. Layers of souls, a black hole of pain. Try and imagine how much energy is inside.
If it ever got out, all at once.
It'd be the end of this world, and the future as well.
Finally, I have you back. Did you run into a chaos infusion or something?
Yeah, but don't worry about it. I'm fine.
I'm glad to hear that. Oh, and Vanille was looking well. Don't you think so?
Hope, is it me, or do you sound happy? Does someone have a little crush?
What are you talking about, Light? Of course not.
Get your freshly baked muffins here!
It's nearly 6. I'm sure you know what that means.
Softer than whispers of angel that falls in love. Do you remember the sound of the ocean waves? Breaking a long time after time. Leading in magic.
No need to tie up any loose ends, though. Time stands still in this world while you're up in the Ark. It's a pretty handy system, isn't it? just want to remind you that it's almost 6, and you know what happens then. When it's time, you'll be transported automatically up to the Ark.
So, making a triumphant return.
You again.
Light, can you hear me? I'm getting interference.
Buzz off, Hope. He does like to talk, that one. But jeepers, that was some showdown. Didn't go like I thought.
How so?
Okay, pop quiz. You get a special treat if you can tell me who showed Noel the Oracle Drive recording.
I'm guessing you?
Boy, I really underestimated the Shadow Hunter. I never expected he'd sabotage the prophecy himself.
After you went to all that trouble to set it up, my heart bleeds for you.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I didn't want it to go down any more than you. I'm happy it didn't. The world in that prophecy wasn't real. It was just a pretty fake. Like this god of yours, Benevelza. You know he's not omniscient. There are some things even he can't see.
Things he can't see. Things like this?
Oh, you're sharp as a knife, aren't you? When did you get to know so much about things? Still, I wonder if God knows his servant has her own agenda.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Are you doing okay, Light?
Once upon a time, Noel was one of the leaders. He helped us in the struggle against the chaos. When the Order took the reins of power, he went underground, but he didn't disappear. He worked from the shadows to help keep the peace.
If the prophecy in the Oracle Drive is true, then maybe I should have died. That would be the best if it brings out the best possible future for everyone.
I'm not so sure about that. The moment you die, you'll have failed in your mission as Savior. And that, in turn, means you could not save Noel's soul. What would happen to him then?
You're saying those images in the Oracle Drive weren't real? Those scenes where everyone looked so happy and safe? They were no more than just a pretty fake.
They were just pictures. There's no way to see into the hearts of the people you saw in them. Vanille and Fang turned into a giant crystal pillar, and together they held up an entire world. We were all supposed to be in it together, but in the end, the entire burden fell on their shoulders. So you see, they have to be helped. We don't have any choice. We owe them. So Vanille seems well. I'm glad. I remember her, you know, from way back when.
By the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation. Please pray and thank Almighty God for
How do you
allowing
know
us
my
to
name?
see another
What?
dawn.
Don't tell me you don't remember. Let's just say that I gave your sister a helping hand.
You helped Sarah on her journey?
No, sadly, in my true form, I'm not nearly as drop-dead gorgeous. But I am on your side.
I don't even know you.
Well, you're just going to have to try. Ooh, I know! I can tell you all about me and my past until I convince you I'm a friend.
Wait, never mind.
You did a fantastical job, Lightning! That was fantasticously impressive. This is my very, very best friend who likes to help those in need. Oh yes, of course, I mean you.
Do you dream of death? Hope they find peace. job. Do you dream of death? Savior's got a job. Let the darkness embrace you. You want to be saved.
There'll be bounty hunters in there too.
I'll take you to the unseen void. Thanks for waiting. It's your funeral. You can't read me. I'll take you to the unseen void. I need more time. Let the darkness embrace you. Let the darkness embrace you. It's your funeral. Let the darkness embrace you. Unfurl the wings of death. Do you dream of death? It's your funeral. Keep up if you can. It's your funeral.
You bring with you the end.
I'd pray at night. Will God awake soon? She's like self of a power.
There isn't anywhere good. She's radiant.
Blessed be, Frank. Thank you for your interest.
It looks like one of those old-fashioned pens. It also looks like someone deliberately buried it here.
How I wish I could meet the saint. Welcome. See you soon.
Will God awake soon?
No room for doubts now. Our tears fall into chaos. Beyond death, there is no good or evil.
Good morning.
That's odd. Why isn't anyone answering the phone?
Please, somebody help me! Please!
What?
Thank goodness. My name is Louise, and I'm being chased by some people.
You're being chased? All right, stay calm. Do you know where you are?
I'm by the North Station, right outside the graveyard.
Louise? Is that you? Are they still after you?
Oh, is that you again? The girl who answered earlier? Those people chasing me? I lost them once, but they're back!
Looks like they don't know when to give up. Where are you? Do you see anything familiar around you?
I see the cathedral nearby, and lots of people walking around the area.
Scream for help to get their attention. I'll try, but I can't promise I'll make it there in time.
Okay, I'll do that, but...
Don't you think the timing of the call was a little odd? It's like the phone rang when I got close.
Maybe they have eyes on that place. I think you should go and see if she's okay, though. She sounded scared.
All right. She said she could see the cathedral. That must mean the south of the city.
A heavenly messenger. The end is near.
Scarlet streak of light to the one that
to witness God's handiwork.
The end is near.
We're here for all your nightly needs.
The cathedral doors aren't open very late.
Destiny is destiny. better get ready for the next fight. You disgust me. Unfurl the wings of death. I'll bring back lost time. You're down. Do you dream of death? Fate is what it is.
Wait till you get a taste of these.
No, not that.
Light will defeat darkness.
You're the one who will save us all. Is that the savior?
We must head to the cathedral while there's still.
This world will end.
Destiny is destiny.
Is that the savior?
Louise, is that you? Are you okay?
Oh, thank goodness. I was hoping you'd answer. I'm sorry I ran away without waiting for you.
I'm just glad you're all right. What happened?
Well, I managed to get away from those people from before, but now, I think I'm lost.
Let me get this straight. You're not hurt, just lost. And they're not chasing you anymore, the people that were after you before?
Yes, thank you. I'm all right now.
Look around you. Do you see any landmarks? Can you describe what you see?
I see a bunch of shops nearby.
How far from the South Station are you?
Pretty far, I think. I didn't think about where I was going. I just ran. It's kind of messy here with a bunch of little streets.
All right, I'll come find you. Stay there. Don't move an inch. Yeah?
I promise this isn't a hoax. You might not believe me, but I really need your help. I swear I'm telling the truth. I'll be waiting for you. I hope you'll come and find me. If you don't come,
Louise? Louise! What was she trying to tell me?
I realize this is out of the blue, but, you don't happen to be looking for a little girl named Louise.
I am. How did you know that?
A good guess. I've fallen for her old pranks myself once or twice.
Pranks?
Yeah, she's a bored little girl with too much time on her hands. No one around here takes her seriously anymore. Think about it. I mean, she's been living here for several hundred years. Several hundred years. I mean, how easily could she get lost?
Of course. Just because she sounds like a child. No child in this world is truly a child any longer.
And even if she is lost, I mean, it's not as though she's hurt or in any kind of danger or something. I'm sure someone will help her out.
Hope, what do you think? Is this just another one of her famous pranks? The way she got cut off seemed real.
She could have done that herself, for all we know. Just add to the drama.
There was something in her voice, a real desperation. Whatever the case, I'm gonna find her. She's somewhere far from the South Station. Did she say messy little streets?
She has to be talking about Old Town. I think... that's our best bet.
I never knew there were so many priests.
I knew it!
Thanks for waiting. This will be your last battle. You're down. Unfurl the wings of death. Keep up if you can. You want to be saved. Fate is what it is. take you to the unseen void. You can't read me. I'll take you to the unseen void. No room for doubts now.
Why doesn't the High Priestess do it?
I'd pray at night too. This is another side of the Divine City.
Crime sure is on the rise around here.
What happened here?
A girl was kidnapped from the area. The Order has been summoned to investigate, and the whole thing is causing quite a commotion.
A girl? Does her name happen to be Louise?
Yes. Do you know her?
Yes. Who took her?
That bunch of heretics. You know, that rowdy group that was recently causing all the trouble in town. Oh, they must have drugged her. It all happened in the blink of an eye.
The children of XIII are still up to their games, I see. Where could they take her where no one would find her? Perhaps their hideout in the Inner Warren.
The Order seems to think that's the case, but no one knows when, or even if they'll take action.
Why not? Her life...
Everyone around here knows Louise. I don't know if you're aware of this, but she has a reputation for being the girl who cries wolf. Everyone's worried that this may just be another prank. This whole thing could be staged.
It seems Louise has gotten herself into real trouble this time. People witness. Her being snatched up by the heretics.
Maybe what started out as a prank got out of hand, and there was nothing she could do about it. We can't disregard the small chance that this could all be a trick of hers. What do you think?
Maybe that's why she was made their target. Even if she disappeared, they knew everyone would just think it's Louise being Louise.
The Order has closed the investigation. That's the end of that. But if she really was taken by the children of XIII, it's not going to end well for her.
Yeah. We all know how it'll play out if we don't find her soon. Let's head to the Warren and see if we can save her before it's too late.
The residences is filling up. Has the Savior come to help us?
This is another side of the Divine City. Let today be
I hope you can make everyone's... If you're looking for adventure, try the Dead Dunes. There's no law out there, and all you'll find is...
Yusnaan train is now arriving.
The train will leave shortly.
I swear I'll make you happy. Those were my own words. But I think I was fooling. I couldn't do a damn thing. You died centuries ago, and it still feels like yesterday. Not a day goes by when I don't think of you, and how I could save you. But I failed you. Like a fool, I'm just spinning my wheels while the world dies. Now everything's ending, and no one's gonna survive.
This is an emergency broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusnaan branch of the Order of Salvation. Volatile chaos infusions have been detected inside the Yusnaan Palace. All entrances have been sealed by
Sarah, I need to know. When I die, will I get to see you again? Not that I have any right to. Well, I guess we all come to this world alone, and that's the way we gotta leave it. What are you waiting for, Lightning? You don't have much time left before the world ends. This is your last chance for payback to the man who couldn't keep your sister safe.
So now it's the glittering city. This is how Snow entertains himself these days?
I don't know how entertaining he finds it, but it's certainly his doing. Yusnaan is Snow's town now. The residents call him the patron, and he runs everything here, especially the feasts and banquets. I've heard that he wanted everyone to enjoy whatever brief time they had left. But these days he's holed up in his palace. Who knows what he's thinking?
If I could, I'd go and visit. But I don't think I'm welcome there. Guess I should have pulled my punches.
No, it was the right thing to do at the time. I really thought if you confronted him head-on, he'd open up to you. Of course, it's been centuries. People are bound to change.
Have the years changed him? Maybe. The Snow I remember was an optimist. Almost laughably so. He believed in everyone, and so everyone believed in him. That's why, in the end, I could accept Sarah wanting to marry him. But while I slept away the years in Crystal, he had to live every day, facing the world's coming end. Centuries, watching all hope crumble, lifetimes passing without a hint of escape. No man can stare into the darkness for so long and survive with his soul intact.
It looks like the palace is completely locked down, but I think I found a way you can sneak in. The Augur's Quarter is our best bet. Supplies for the Grand Feast are delivered each and every day, anywhere from early afternoon to late at night. There should be plenty of things for you to hide amongst and make your way inside.
come to see the patron's palace from up close. Just looking at it would make me feel richer myself. It's the most extravagant building in the world.
The palace is in the Augur's Quarter, right? I don't think tourists are allowed. I've heard that there are some parts of Yusnaan that only the rich can get into. Not people like us, unfortunately.
It's a palace. They ought to at least let us go look at it for free, right? It'll be all right.
All right, let's go to the Augur's Quarter.
The Augur's Quarter is the exclusive playground of the rich. Commoners aren't welcome, and that will include you.
Chocobocolina!
Though people say it's possible to sneak in. Apparently there's some sort of back door. I definitely think it's worth looking into. It seems crashing that party put you on the city's radar. The guards are looking for you. Sneaking into the palace again is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go unnoticed this time. So, maybe I could use my notoriety to my advantage.
You mean you could purposefully draw attention and throw the palace security into confusion? It might just work, so give it a try.
Pray for the dead. It's your funeral. Pray for the dead. Fate is what it is. The end is close. I'll take you to the unseen void. Our tears fall into the chaos. Unfurl the wings of death. Our tears fall into the chaos. You want to be saved.
Hey, you there!
You mean me?
I know your face. You're the one I've seen on the posters.
Oh no, you've seen through my elaborate disguise. Yes, I'm the savior, here to steal the soul from your precious patron. What are you waiting for? Arrest me and you'll probably get a raise.
Shut up! I don't need you to tell me how to do my job, you damn criminal!
Looks like provocation will work.
Let the darkness embrace you. death. Caesar's got a job. Unfurl the wings of death.
Well, there are quite a lot of guards. If you let them chase you around, you might get cornered. Take the offensive and try to throw them into confusion.
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusnaan branch of the Order of Salvation.
Bring back lost time. I'll take you to the unseen void.
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusnaan branch of the Order of Salvation. A warrant has been issued for the arrest of the woman calling herself the Savior.
This is the Reveler's Quarter, the beautiful fountain.
Hello and well.
It's a really popular hangout for couples. I'm afraid you're gonna be the only single one here.
And you're worried about...
I meant you'll be conspicuous, that's all.
If you want money for your components... Do visit us again. If you want money for your components.
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusnaan branch of the Order of Salvation.
There's fall into the chaos. Destiny is destiny.
The office, Yusnaan branch.
You know, the Augur's Quarter didn't always used to be sealed off.
If you don't have an ID, you're never getting into the Augur's Quarter. If you really want to see one of the shows they hold there, you don't have much choice but the tour guide. The tour guide sneaks groups of tourists in through the back route. Just trust me, he's not that hard to find. In fact, he's about the easiest person to spot.
I think the gate to the Augur's Quarter is locked, and that's blocking you from the palace. If you don't have the proper ID, it'll be impossible to get through the front gate.
There are a lot of popular attractions in the Augur's Quarter. People want to see them, and it looks like there's a back route that people without IDs can use to get inside.
Every night, there's a play put on in the Augur's Quarter to honor God, the Song of the Savior. It's very popular with tourists, but most visitors just can't get their hands on an ID, so they find...
How good of you to come.
Lofty. There's a monorail near the palace.
If you don't have an ID, if you really want to see, the tour guide sneaks groups of... Trust me, he's not that hard to find.
Let me guess. The enterprising tourists sneak into the Augur's Quarter along that track, right?
That's right. It's the back route we've been looking for. Of course, the crooks who run the tours will most likely have people watching the entrance.
Yusnaan branch
You should find that so-called tour guide right away and get the whole scoop.
For the arrest of the woman calling herself the Savior. She is armed and considered extremely dangerous.
I want to see a play. If you don't have an ID, if you really want... The tour guide sneaks groups... Trust me, he's...
Hail there, my stylish lady. You're just dying to see this show. You can try to hide it, but I know what a woman wants.
Maybe. Maybe not. Either way, I don't have an ID to reach the theater.
No worries about that. I can get you a special ticket at a special price.
A ticket, huh?
Oh, you playing innocent? I'm sure you know about the sneaking in special. I help the poor visitors to our fair city, people who don't have the requisite IDs, to see our most famous sight, the show in our illustrious theater. And I'm the only option they've got.
So I buy a ticket and you get me in to see the show, and I've nothing to go on but your word.
My word is good, but I can't offer any guarantees. I mean, who knows if you'll make it back alive? That depends on Lady Luck. So put your trust in Fortuna and your money in my pocket.
Fine. But how about a few more details?
I knew you were up for it. All right, let me explain to you the brilliance of my little tour, shall I? It starts next to the monorail track. You know, the one that carries supplies from the industrial area. Up on that track, you'll find some of the best views in the city. If you know where to look, that is. I can take you up on the track from the industrial area and get you set up all nice and comfy. A perch with a view. You'll be able to see the Augur's Quarter and the theater.
Sounds easy enough. So where does Lady Luck come into it?
Well, the tour's not without danger. The chaos infusions have been hitting the industrial area real hard these days. You might have to fight more than just desperate tourists on your way to the best seats. I don't guarantee your safe arrival or return. All I guarantee is I'm the only way in. Not that it looks like you have plans of actually sitting down and watching a thing, my lady.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. None of my business to say where you might be going or who you might be going after. I'm sure the Savior plays her cards close to her chest.
Gee, was it the posters around town that tipped you off?
I could sell you out to the palace guard, you know, make a pretty profit. I guess you'll also have to depend on your luck to see that I don't just do that, Now, don't you feel like coughing up and buying a ticket to my tour? I'll even give you a special price, just for you.
If you want to betray me to the authorities, go ahead. But watch your back if you do.
Ooh, look out for the big bad Savior. A ticket for one. Time's on the ticket. Be in the industrial area by then or you'll miss your chance for the show. One of my helpers will be in front of the gate to the industrial area. Give them that ticket and they'll take real good care of you. You know the area, right? Past Central Avenue and then across the sand in the lower city. We leave on the dot, so don't you dawdle or you'll have to wait for the next tour. Thank you for your business, my good lady.
I'll release your soul. Better get ready for the next fight. Hope they find peace.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest clearance.
Loser sweepers!
Light! A pickpocket!
Palace guards are conducting a
All
search
right.
for the intruder calling herself
I can
the
get
Savior.
rough,
She
if
has
that's-
rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Remember, the tour meets up in front of the gate of the industrial area in the lower city. You'll have to be there at 6 p.m. Make sure you're not late, or they'll leave without you.
Some people claim that the chaos is emerging from
A search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Hello.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Come in and
Come on in, my good lady. Take a look around. We've got the finest stock. Come back soon.
Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Stop him!
You're down. Do you dream of death? It's what you know. Thanks for waiting. Let the darkness embrace you. I need more time. The Savior's got his job.
fireworks from a chocobo girl.
Where blood flows and the crowds roar. Here, man and monster bet their lives to entertain the masses.
What do you think you're playing at? Selling that
Palace guards are
poison?
conducting a search for the
stronger.
intruder calling herself the Savior.
Killed me.
She has rose-colored
I did
hair
warn
and
you
is
that the
carrying
use
an
of my
enormous
concoctions
weapon.
is not without risk.
Citizens are asked to
In
report
short,
persons
you
matching
were
this
warned.
description to the
Not
nearest
without
security
risk?
officer.
You're a crook and a charlatan, you hear me? I'm done with this place.
And lately, it's only been getting worse.
Did you really sell?
Of course not. Sadly, it appeared to disagree with that gentleman's liver.
You're an alchemist.
The search for
Mysteries of...
it is unfortunate.
Right.
This location, they are
Untested?
Perhaps you see, I've tried.
All right, I'm game. What do you expect it to do exactly?
It will lift your spirits, invigorate your soul, and protect you from hexes and ailments. If you are the kind of person who participates in slaughterhouse tournaments, then this potion will be perfect.
So I'm supposed to drink it during a battle?
Yes, that would be the perfect time. Please note that my potions are provided without warranty.
The slaughterhouse opens its doors to spectators and contestants.
Come in. Rest your weary limbs here in our welcoming embrace.
The owner of the Colosseum, Zoe, used to be an actress.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
There's a supply rail that runs through the area. That'll be your means to sneak in.
The Savior.
Everyone who signed up for the tour to see the show is meeting up at 6 p.m. You have to be at the gate to the industrial area by then.
Citizens are asked to report persons
It's Gordon Gourmet. He's visiting the banquet of the Lord.
This is the Glutton's Quarter. A paradise for gourmands that serve up dishes from every culture.
calling herself the
If the world's ending anyway, I suppose you might as well enjoy your life.
Our tears fall into the chaos. Let the darkness embrace you. Pray for the dead. The end is close. tears fall into the chaos. Savior's got a job. Let the darkness embrace you. Going to change course. Savior's got a job. Pray for the dead. Our tears fall into the chaos. Savior's got a job. Pray for the dead. One more time. Do you dream of death? Savior's got a job.
Colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
And how might I be of help? Thank you very much.
A search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Miss Mighty Saint. You did it! You made someone's prayers come true! In return, they wanted you to have this. What you've always wanted, isn't it? What you've always dreamed about? No?
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
The gate that leads to the industrial area opens at 6. If you miss that opportunity, you'll have to wait until the next day for your next chance to sneak in. Be careful to be on time to meet the tour.
Saved. Do you dream of death? I'll take you to the unseen void. It's your funeral. Change course. Our tears fall into the chaos. Keep up if you can. Let the darkness embrace you. Time to mix it up. The end is close. Let the darkness embrace you. It's your funeral. Your funeral. Yeah. Pray for the dead. Yeah. Fate is what it is. You want to be saved. Yeah. I need more time.
Asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Who are you? You're not one of us.
You want to play? death. Of death. The end is close. Hope they find peace. However it happens, I have to win. Savior's got a job. Thanks for waiting. Keep up if you can. The goddess makes me powerful.
the satchel. The one you recovered from the monster, I mean. The notation is unusual. It's like a code. There's no signature either. And no way of finding the owner.
Feel like dying. I'll bring back lost time. The goddess makes me powerful. Pray for the dead. It's your funeral. Thanks for waiting.
You got something to show me?
Here's my ticket.
Damn right it's good enough for me. But can't you...
I can't just hang around here.
Smart girl. Even if you're not smart enough to read the ticket the first time. See you at 6.
You wanna play? Destiny is destiny. However it happens, I have to win.
No way!
Don't even try. Our tears fall into the chaos. Unfurl the wings of death! Time to mix it up. Unfurl the wings of death! Thanks for waiting. Lost time. The end is close. I need more time. It's your funeral. Unfurl the wings of death. It's your funeral. Do you dream of death? The end is close. Bring back lost time. It's your funeral. I'll take you to the unseen void. The end is close. You want to be saved? The goddess makes me powerful. Unfurl the wings of... The goddess makes me powerful. Hope they find peace. No room for doubts now. Do you dream of death? You want to be saved? I need more time. You can't read me. Fate is what it is. The Savior's got a job. Another battle won. Destiny is destiny. I'll take you to the unseen void. The end is close. Let the darkness embrace you. Valhalla will welcome you. No room for doubts now.
No way!
The goddess makes me powerful. You want to be saved. Pray for the dead. It's your funeral. Do you dream of death? The end is close.
What?
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Excuse me there, young lady. Have you had anything stolen? By a pickpocket, for example?
Yeah, just like a damn tourist. It was a kid, and he knew what he was doing.
A young boy, was it? Then he's still up to his old tricks. I know the lad, and his is a sorry tale. I'm not likely to hear a sadder one in all of Yusnaan. If I compensated you, would you be so good as to forget this happened?
You're sure it was this kid?
Yes, it could be none other than the orphan boy Pickett.
Then maybe he should be punished. He needs to learn that stealing is wrong.
You see, the poor boy has lost both of his parents. Have you no sympathy at all?
I've got plenty. He's not the first person in this world to lose someone they love.
Have you lost family too?
Maybe.
You have, haven't you? I can tell. Then you can help the boy. Someone like you will be able to reach out to him. I need you to give him this letter. It's from his father, who gave it to me for safekeeping. It's the only thing he left his son.
I'll do it. But I don't see why you can't give it to him yourself.
We were both hunters who tracked ferocious monsters. But then Pickett's father was killed, and his death was my fault. And so, he refuses to accept the letter from my hands. Please, won't you give Pickett the letter from his father?
Guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security office.
This is not the hour for... Ah, there you are. Well, well. Did you drink my nectar?
It didn't. Nothing happened. Bad or good.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Well, it was kind of refreshing, but the effect was pretty subtle. It didn't lift curses or cure wounds.
Refreshing. That would suggest a positive influence on your state of mind, just as I anticipated. I still believe my theory is sound. It is a simple matter of tweaking the ratios of the recipe. I'll make another batch right now.
You want me to test it again?
Of course I do. An alchemist does not give up the search for truth because of one little setback. No, science must plow forward through stormy seas no matter what. There, my new and improved concoction. Nectar Mark II. Use it in your next battle and then return and tell me how wonderful it is.
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusnaan branch of the Order of Salvation.
Can you play that again for me?
Oh, hey!
And just how did you know that?
Oh, well, the girl in black told me. She said that if I played this song, a lady called Lightning would show up.
Lumina.
That's it, Lumina. She's the one who showed me how to play the song.
Sure, I've heard it before. What's so funny?
That's exactly what Lumina said. She said that if I played the first bit, you'd come over to talk to me. And then you'd be sure to ask me to play the rest.
I'm guessing now I have to do something to hear the rest, right?
Yep. Lumina said if you want to hear the whole song, you're gonna have to find the musical treasure spheres. I've got a key that's supposed to open them all.
I'll play Lumina's little game, but not for my own benefit.
Huh? Wait a sec. Are you saying this song has something to do with the patron?
I can't say.
All right, here's the key to the boxes.
Fate is what it is. Savior's got his job.
No way!
Do you dream of death? You can't read me. Savior's gonna... Savior's got a job. Fate is what it is.
Yusnaan Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder. A warrant has been issued for the arrest of. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security.
I still live in fear of the end.
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusnaan branch of the Order of Salvation. A warrant has been issued for the arrest of the woman calling herself. She is armed and considered extremely dangerous. Guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security.
What are we gonna do?
Only the finest quality here.
I can't sing like this.
I can tell you're pretty upset.
What good would that do? You can't teach me how to sing again, can you?
You forgot how to sing?
My voice is just gone.
Are you sure you're not sick or something?
My heart may be. The cruel bastard, he left me.
And you think he took your voice with...
You don't understand what it is to perform, do you? He's written all my best hits, but then he up and left. I tried to sing them, but I'm so angry at him.
So you're not heartbroken?
I don't expect you to understand.
You're right about that. I don't understand at all.
Wait a second. Would you be willing to go and find him for me?
Why are you asking me?
Because there's no danger he'd fall for you and...
Don't hate me if he does.
Anyway, his name is Birdie. He's the kindest, most gentle man in the whole city. He should be easy to find in a sea of undesirable men.
That's really not much of a lead, but
What prompted you to take on such a strange job?
Palace guards are
I don't
conducting
know.
a search
I
for
think
the
this
intruder
city must be
calling
getting to me.
herself the Savior. She has
My files in this folder. She's a perfect...
Pray for the dead. You want to be saved. tears fall into the chaos. Pray for the dead. The end is close. When we change course, fate is what it is. Fate is what it is. I'll bring back lost time. The goddess makes me powerful. Do you dream of death? It's your funeral. Fate is what it is. Do you dream of death? Fate is what it is. I'll take you to the unseen void.
If you can help her find her voice again.
Master report. Person
Sure you can put on her show. That'll draw big crowds, and it might end up distracting the palace guard.
Hey, why are you running from me?
I don't know any Olga.
It doesn't take a genius to figure out you know her. Do you know anything else about her? Like, where her missing lover is?
Oh, I can't keep this secret for any longer. I just can't. I have to confess it to someone, and it might as well be you. I'm her lost lover.
Is this your idea of a joke?
No, it's true, I swear. My name is Birdie. You know, the songwriter? I promised her my undying love, but now I don't dare face her. I unwittingly lost the 354th song I wrote for her.
Wait a minute. Did you say 354? That's a lot of songs.
Well, you know, I had a few centuries.
You didn't run out of ideas?
Ideas come easy. I picture my Olga, and the melodies just come to me fully formed, as if...
Huh. Better to be lucky than good, I guess.
But a dark cloud has blotted out the sun of our radiant love, in the form of a frightful monster that suddenly attacked me and stole that song away. Which, incidentally, brings me to the favor I want to ask. I'm sure you can guess what it is.
Why don't you spell it out for me, just to be sure?
Well, I was thinking that you could get my music back from that, monster. I'd give you a reward. Please?
You and Olga. Neither of you mind asking strangers for favors, do you?
Light. Haven't you already found a satchel with music in it?
Right. And now we know who it belongs to. The songwriter boyfriend, Birdie.
Thank you! I can...
Where have you been all this time? Don't you realize that people were actually worried?
Olga, my love, be still my beating heart to hear your dulcet tones again. It's a dream come true.
was very clever of me to ask for your help. Thank you for bringing Birdie back safe and sound. We artists are cursed with sensitive souls and our hearts are easily broken.
So that's how you treat sensitive souls, huh?
If you're talking about the way I speak to Birdie, everything I say comes from love. In any case, I owe you a favor. Olga shall sing for you. It's your favorite song, or so I'm told.
How would you know my favorite song?
It's not a bad song. It has its moments.
Is he really as good as you say he is?
Absolutely. Of course, I'd never tell him that. Now I have a song to sing for an audience of one. I hope you feel grateful. This is a very, very rare treat, you know. Normally, I only sing for Birdie or a paying audience, and
thanks, but tell me one thing. How do you know my favorite song?
A young girl called herself Lumina. Now, Evans, if you would.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you so much.
I wonder if she can hear it, wherever she is.
Got monsters.
You're down. Don't even try. Let the darkness embrace you. It's your funeral. Savior's got a job. Fall into the chaos. Fate is what it is. Do you dream of death? Our tears fall into the chaos. Let the darkness embrace you. make you give back what you stole. It belongs to you anyway. Did you notice?
Huh? What is it? A letter? And it's addressed to me? Oh yeah? Huh. It's from my old man. What am I supposed to do with this?
Why are you asking me? It's yours now. Throw it away for all I care.
Damn right I'll throw it away. And I don't need your permission either.
Listen, I'm not gonna pretend I understand. It must be hard for you. Losing your parents, then being trapped in a child's body for centuries and centuries all alone.
That's right. You can't understand. No one can.
Let me tell you something. I lost my parents, but it wasn't the same. I still had my sister. I wasn't left all on my own. I was luckier than you.
So, your parents are dead too?
Yeah. It happened a long time ago, but I remember being really angry. People pitied me, treated me like a helpless child. I couldn't stand it. So, I pushed people away and built walls around me. But I still had my sister. She understood me.
It's not fair. I didn't have anyone. I was left all alone.
I know. If it were me, I couldn't have done what you did. You're a lot stronger than I am. You've done an amazing thing, going through that and surviving all these years. You should be proud of yourself.
I should? I've never felt proud about anything. But when you put it like that, maybe I should be proud.
Are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an
I gave the letter to Pickett, although I guess it's more accurate to say he stole it off me.
He did? But you know what? It might be the last thing he steals. I saw him just a little while ago, and something was different about him. He seemed proud, holding his head high. Why, he reminded me of his father. I think his criminal days might be over. You did the right thing, helping that child.
Maybe you shouldn't call him that. Child, I mean. He seems more mature than other kids. If you treated him more like the young man that he's become, he might listen to you.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Of course. The next time I see little Pickett, I shall address him not as a child of my dear friend, but as a man in his own right. Thank you so much for all your help.
guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Chocoboco lead.
The Dead Dunes is a vast desert, a wonderland for adventurers looking for the next great.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security
Yeah.
Citizens are asked to report persons. Matching. This description to the nearest security officer.
Looks like you've got yourself
A search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
I'd like it to go. Let's see how much money I have first.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
I've got the music for you. Now play me the song.
Hey, thanks, Lightning. Okay, here goes.
You always loved this song. I remember when you told me what it was about. That you had to believe in tomorrow, no matter how bleak the future seemed to be. Keeping hope alive gave you the strength to make tomorrow a better place. I can see you now like it was yesterday, humming the song softly to yourself. Tell me, Sarah, can you hear it now? Are you somewhere close watching me remember you?
That's some story. So, the patron was her fiancé? And this was one of her favorite songs? And it must mean a lot to him. It would bring back a lot of memories. By the way, what's the song called?
It's called Miracles. You want to do me a favor? Keep playing it as often as you can. Maybe he'll be able to hear it. It'll do him good.
Sure, no problem. I doubt he can hear me down here, but I won't stop playing it, just in case. Miracles do happen sometimes, right?
Maybe that music has made me overly sentimental, but I think his music will help some of the people in this town. It's a perfect message for times like this. The world may be about to end, but miracles can still happen if you believe.
Hope you might be right. Who knows? Music can be a very powerful thing.
Yeah? Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security.
All souls who gather in Yusnaan, hear my words. The chaos now.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons.
It's no good. Welcome! A customer!
Well, what do you serve?
Anything you want. How about deep-fried niblet hairballs?
Are you sure that's actually edible?
Oh, yes, it definitely won't kill you, I can guarantee it. And
Nothing ventured.
that's the spirit. Take the plunge, I say. Well, does it make your taste buds sing? Are you transported to culinary heaven?
This is...
Too tart? Too much salt, perhaps? I can brush it off if you like.
No, it's actually really good.
God, that is a relief. I mean, of course it's good. I knew you'd love it. I've been working on the recipe for weeks. Unfortunately, it's not very nutritious. People are more health conscious these days, which is ironic considering the times.
Nutritious or not, you'd think that more people would come back for this.
I think it must be me. I just don't have a head for business. No matter how hard I work, I just can't seem to attract more customers. I've been living on the brink of financial ruin for years now. My son got sick of it, so he left.
You've got the chops to be a good cook, though. Why don't you try to find yourself a partner? You know, someone you trust who has a better head for business.
Now that you mention it, I hear there's a famous food expert here in Yusnaan. Apparently he specializes in turning around lost causes like mine. I'll bet... No, I know he can help me, but how do I find him? All I know is his name.
And what is it?
Gordon Gourmet. Despite his fame, he's hard to track down. If you do happen to run into him, could you tell him about CDs?
Gordon Gourmet. I'll remember it.
You are far too kind, thank you.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored... hair and is carrying an enormous weapon.
It's Gordon Gourmet.
Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security.
Huh? You don't know who Gordon Gourmet is?
Exotic dishes are pretty tasty.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
We sell only the best meats here. Feeling weird?
Every one of our fish is fresh caught.
See you. Step right up. Come back soon.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
A lot of residents cling to the beliefs of the...
Hard to get into the Augers Quarter. Is the patron trying to remove people from around the palace?
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair. And is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security.
Hello. Welcome. We have a... Please, come again.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Here at the banquet of the Lord.
Welcome.
Do come again.
Tell me, are you the famous food expert?
Possibly. I do boast a certain renown in culinary circles. It cannot be denied. I see. CD's restaurant, you say? I do hate to see a good restaurant go undiscovered.
So, will you help him out?
Oh, no. CD's restaurant? I'm afraid you will have to find someone else. I'm sorry.
I can't persuade you?
Impossible. This city is overflowing with restaurants crying out for the deft helping hand of Gordon Gourmet. I'm run ragged trying to keep up. Right, my rule. I have an ironclad policy. I cannot help an establishment unless the owner approaches me directly.
You just made that up, didn't you? All right, can you do this for me? Just give me some advice now and I'll pass it along to the owner. You don't have to come to the restaurant at all.
That sounds reasonable. I mean, I'd hate to see a restaurant serving fried niblet hairballs go under. Except, if I give advice, I need to make sure that it is communicated accurately, with total precision. And that means my messenger has to understand the instructions perfectly.
Well, I guess that rules me out. I don't know the first thing about fine dining.
Oh, you don't have to be a top chef, or even a garde-manger. All you need is a discerning palate. Practically anyone can acquire one with a little training.
I'm not sure what you mean by a discerning palate, but I don't think I have one.
Trust me when I say it can be found. In fact, a tour of the best establishments of the gluttonous quarters should do.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior.